storm raged over the North Atlantic, its winds howling like a furious beast. Superman hovered above the churning waters, his cape snapping in the gale. His eyes narrowed as he scanned the sea below. The storm wasn't natural. Something was driving it, and he was determined to stop it. Wonder Woman floated beside him, her expression skeptical. "Are you sure you can handle this alone?" she asked, her voice steady despite the chaos around them. Superman turned to her, flashing a confident smile. "I got this. Trust me. We'll wrap this up and still have time for dinner in Oslo." Diana hesitated but nodded. "I'll hold you to that." With a burst of speed, she flew off to assist a plane caught in the storm's fury. As Superman dove into the icy depths, he couldn't shake the weight of her doubt, or his own. Beneath the surface, the water grew darker, colder, and more oppressive. Then he saw it, the convection engine responsible for the storm. But something else was there too, waiting in the shadows. His heart sank. The situation was far worse than he had anticipated. Above, Wonder Woman raced against time. The plane's engine sputtered, and the pilot struggled to keep it steady. Just as she reached it, a deafening crash echoed through the storm. Superman shot up from the ocean, slamming into one of the plane's wings. Diana acted quickly, tearing open the fuselage to save the pilots. She scooped them into her arms and flew clear of the plane's impending crash. Superman steadied himself midair, shaking off the impact. "Something's down there," he said grimly, taking the pilots from her. "I couldn't see it, but it's powerful. Don't go under until I'm back." He shot off towards safety, leaving Wonder Woman alone with her thoughts. But before she could process his warning, a massive explosion rocked the skies. The shockwave knocked her from her flight path, and she plummeted into the ocean. Meanwhile, a military ship locked its sights on her. Mistaking her for a threat, the crew prepared to fire a second shot. Diana emerged from the water, furious. She leapt onto the deck, ripping apart the forward gun mount with her bare hands. "Why would you attack me when I'm trying to help?" she demanded. Before they could respond, a thunderous impact shook the ship. The deck groaned under the weight of something massive. Diana turned, her eyes widening as she faced the hulking figure of Doomsday. The monster wasted no time, lunging at her with brutal force. Diana met his charge, her mind flashing back to the quiet evening with Clark that had been interrupted by the storm's arrival. Now, here she was, battling a creature of destruction with no sign of her partner in sight. Doomsday's grip closed around her neck, lifting her off the ground. For a moment, doubt crept into her mind, but Wonder Woman was no stranger to adversity. Her eyes burned with defiance as she prepared to fight back. The icy winds of the Norwegian coast howled as a monstrous creature loomed over a sinking tanker. Wonder Woman stood defiant, her lasso glowing in the stormy ocean, but she was outmatched. The beast was unlike anything she had faced before, relentless, brutal, and seemingly impervious to her attacks. Desperate to find a weakness, Diana struck again and again, but her efforts were futile. The creature's strength was overwhelming, and with a bone-crushing grip, it broke her arms, leaving her vulnerable. Pain shot through her. Before the creature could deliver a final blow, it suddenly vanished, disappearing into thin air. Confusion clouded Diana's mind, but there was no time to ponder. A towering wave surged toward the ship, threatening to drag it beneath the icy depths. Just as the wave crashed against the tanker, Superman arrived. With a mighty effort, he lifted the sinking vessel out of the turbulent waters, carrying it to safety. Once on stable ground, Diana cradled her injured arms and recounted her harrowing encounter. "I've never seen anything like it," she admitted, her voice heavy with both exhaustion and unease. Her description struck a chord with Superman. A shadow of recognition crossed his face. "I think I know what it is," he said, his tone grim. Clark flew them to the Fortress of Solitude, a crystalline sanctuary in the Arctic wilderness. Inside, he led Diana to a shimmering window into another dimension. "This is the Phantom Zone," he explained, "a Kryptonian prison for the most dangerous beings, those too monstrous or evil to live among others." As they searched the swirling void, Diana's eyes widened. "That's it," she said, pointing to the creature she had faced. Superman's expression darkened. "That's Doomsday," he said, "and Doomsday is death." He explained that Doomsday was more than just a mindless monster. Created to be the ultimate weapon, the creature could adapt to anything that tried to kill it, becoming stronger with every resurrection. Its existence was a testament to destruction, a force that had claimed countless lives, including Superman's own in the past. "If he's crossed into our world," Clark continued, "it means the Phantom Zone is weakening. If Doomsday escapes fully, I'm not sure I can stop him." Diana placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder, her eyes fierce despite her injuries. "You won't face him alone, Clark. If he returns, we'll fight him together. And together, we'll win." And that's the video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to watch more videos that will appear on the screen right now. See you later.